Ahoy! I'm Brooks.
I'm Joe.
And this is another episode of Cantina Reviews!
Today we're talking about Pirates of the Caribbean 5. Dead Men Tell No Tales.
So yeah, 15 years later, we now have Pirates of the Caribbean 5.
Yes, and do we need it? We do not.
We didn't need the other three.
Yeah.
We could have had the first one, great movie, and left it at that.
That is a really great movie.
It's a good movie.
A problem that I did and created going into 5 was I watched 1 before I went to go see 5.
Can't do it.
That was not a good idea because this movie just doesn't make any sense to me, plot-wise. You start out with, this guy, the Ghostface guy. I don't remember his name, to be honest.
Not worth it.
Yeah, I'll put a picture up so we know who we're talking about here. He's trapped and cursed in the Devil's Triangle, and conveniently Will Turner's son ends up shipwrecked there. So he kills his whole crew, and he approaches Will Turner's son, and he goes, "You tell Jack Sparrow I'm coming for him." And what I do is I kill everyone on the ship that we go after, and I leave one person to tell the tale, because dead men tell no tales. And
not wrong.
It's not wrong, I guess, but like the whole idea behind dead men tell no tales is like you kill people so they can't talk.
Tell the tale.
Right.
Yeah.
And then also he's a dead man telling a tale.
That's true.
So like it's just weird that like the whole already I'm like off about this movie because this dead guy looks dead at him and dead men tell no tales. I'm like, well, you did.
You're a dead man telling the tale of why you leave one person alive.
So it turns out that for some reason he can only leave the Devil's Triangle if Jack Sparrow willingly gives up his compass, which is magical, and releases him. Right? Now this happens before Will Turner's son comes in contact with Jack Sparrow and tells him that this guy's after him. How did Ghostface know he would be released anytime soon based on that? How did he know that Jack Sparrow would part with the compass anytime soon? Or does he just literally tell everyone to tell Jack Sparrow that he's coming for him? But as far as he knows, he's not coming for him because he can't leave the triangle.
Yeah. So just get out of the triangle.
Well, he can. He's cursing. He's
No, I'm
stuck.
saying Jack. Stay out of the triangle.
Stay away from there and you're fine.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's no way Ghostface would have known that Jack was going to part with his compass anytime soon. I also want to add that Jack has parted with his compass many times in the series.
A lot.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know where that came from. That was
dropped it, left it, whatever.
But, I mean, really, that's just like a side plot of this movie. This guy. And there's more problems I had with him. But, and how he's just not a very intimidating villain. But they're also looking for the Trident of Poseidon. Which is just more like folklore to have.
So there's 10 plots going on?
There's a lot of plots going on.
Wasn't there another type of antagonist as well? Somebody's mother, father, whatever, brother, sister?
Long story short, the girl that they pick up and they're running into, she's like a scientist. She's looking for the Trident, she doesn't totally believe in it at first, but her supposed father who had to give her up left her clues to it. Out of nowhere, her father's Hector Barbossa. So they're just on the ship. Barbossa's just like, hey, so who's this girl? And she's like, I'm blah blah blah. She says the last name. He's like, oh shit. He goes over to Jack, and Jack's like, I heard that. You had a kid with a woman named blah blah blah. That's your daughter. And Barbossa's like, she could never find out. I'm not good enough for her. Just like that, he just accepts this. She's my daughter, but don't tell her. And then way later on in the movie, the big showdown happens with Ghostface. They're trying to get the Trident and all this kind of stuff. Barbossa sacrifices himself to save his daughter. And it is revealed to her in that moment that he is her father. He kills Ghostface and he falls into the ocean. A lot of problems with that scene. We left the theater. Our friend pointed out that Darian, Ghostface, they were climbing up this anchor to try to get out. The seas were parted. I think that scene's in the commercial as well. And they're trying to climb up to get out. And Ghostface is a good 10 feet below her. Shows no threat whatsoever of pulling her down or anything like that. At this point, he has been turned back into a normal person because the Trident has been destroyed. He's no threat whatsoever, and Barbossa, probably the best character in the whole series, dies, killing him for no reason.
Yeah, because he comes right back to life.
Right.
But Barbossa, who's come back to life about 12 times now.
Well, that's another thing. So, this is the big emotional, thing at the end of the movie to end the movie with. But, he's already come back to life in this series.
Yeah, and obviously there's more ways.
Yeah.
You could have a coin. You could do some weird Calypso spell.
Yeah.
You could be a member of Davy Jones. You could find this Trident. The Fountain of Youth thing. There's 5 ways in this universe that you could come back to life.
Now, arguably, the idea behind this Trident was that if you destroy it, you destroy all the curses in the ocean. And that's where Will Turner was able to come back from being Davy Jones at the end.
Okay.
But they didn't have to do anything fancy to go save Jack Sparrow in the 3rd movie. They literally had to just go to Davy Jones' locker.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure he could come back.
But now it's there's no more mystical stuff.
Well,
yeah, I bet you there is. But, you know what I mean? Now Davy Jones isn't a thing.
Yeah.
Just like that?
Oh, well, if you stay for the end credits scene, Will Turner and Elizabeth Swann are sleeping in their bedroom, and in walks in some figure, and, Will wakes up and doesn't see anything there, and then at one point you just see Davy Jones' signature claw hand, and then there's barnacles or whatever on the ground, but it's if the Trident just destroyed all of the curses in the ocean,
then
why is Davy Jones showing up in Will Turner's bedroom? And it's an end credit scene, so it's obviously not just oh, he's having a nightmare. It's gonna have implications.
Yeah,
for
so
more
now
movies.
the antagonist is back from the other 2 movies.
Yeah. So I would imagine Barbossa could easily be back in the next movie.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because Davy Jones was probably on a beach somewhere. He wasn't in the ocean. So if he was in the ocean, the curse would have been lifted.
I guess,
I
maybe
guess
some loophole.
That's so weird. Yeah.
Another big problem I had was how stupid the villains were. Ghostface and his crew can only be in water. So, Davy Jones, that was his thing. He could only really be in water. And when he came out of water, he had to be touching it.
Yeah.
He had his, foot in a bucket that one time.
Yeah.
And that was funny.
Uh-huh.
But Ghostface and his entire crew cannot leave the ocean. So as soon as they get out of the water, it's no longer a threat. So every fight scene with Ghostface is them trying to get out of the ocean, and then that's it. They're stuck.
Huh.
We'll be waiting for you. They have to come back eventually.
But why do they need the Trident in the first place?
They're just trying to find it.
So they don't really need it.
I think, and then also Jack is just trying to get the Black Pearl back to size.
Oh, so you're just trying to break the curse so the ship could be the right size again.
I guess. There's so many different things. It's the girl wants to find it for one reason. Will Turner's son wants to find it to save him. Jack Sparrow needs to fix the Black Pearl. Ghostface doesn't want to be Ghostface anymore. Barbossa gets screwed into doing it because of Ghostface. And there's a million different reasons why they're going for it.
Then why didn't they all just work together? Well, if they were all trying to break the Trident, then why didn't they all just team up, go find it, and break it?
Well, they did.
Oh, so Ghostface...
They're all together, just not Ghostface. I don't know why Ghostface won't just... Yeah. Okay, yeah, you have a good point.
Yeah.
So, why try to kill Jack Sparrow?
Yeah, what's the matter? If you break the Trident, you're free.
Yeah, the whole idea is, Jack Sparrow got him that way. But, if it's as simple as...
break it, and they want to do the same thing, then okay, I'll get over it, and let's just find it, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Revenge and envy and blah blah blah. It's or you could just team up, save some time.
Yeah, I think he ends
up.
I think he ends up trying to wield it, so not just break his curse, but also just to be the most powerful, whatever.
But it wouldn't matter.
And he hates all pirates and. See how convoluted this movie is?
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
I can't even grasp it.
Yeah. It was just... And then, all this, stupid build-up for, the Trident scene was probably 10 minutes.
Not really.
It was just a big letdown, and it ends with Barbossa dying for no reason.
Yeah. But he probably came back.
Yeah, I'm sure.
If Davy Jones is somehow back, and this guy turned into a normal person, then he'll be back.
Yeah. Also, the big draw was, Orlando Bloom and Elizabeth Swann are back.
Mm-hmm.
Orlando Bloom's in it for 5 seconds, and she's in it for maybe 2. The scene that they show in the commercial of her, that's her scene in the movie.
Huh.
So then, that kind of sucks.
But I guess they'll be in the next one.
Yeah, it looks like they'll be in the next one.
Davy Jones takes... Well, there's that. But I guess Davy Jones probably takes Will Turner somewhere. And then we'll have to go find him.
Yeah. What I miss about Good Jack Sparrow, and Good Jack Sparrow is probably only really the first one. I didn't mind 2 and 3. I thought they were good.
Yeah.
I feel like the first one, Jack is always like 10 steps ahead of everyone else.
Yeah.
He is like, he's always got a plan. He's backstabbing people left and right, and it seems like it doesn't make sense at the moment, and then all is revealed, and he had a big plan.
Yeah.
He's just like drunk and stumbling his way through life.
Just watched
and things just happen to work out for him. Like, there's no planning anymore. It's just...
He's like, this is what I want to do. What happens along the way?
He's just stumbling along, you know?
That's when he gets his shit back. What's the point of getting the trident?
Well, because at that point, Ghostface has them surrounded on this island.
Oh my god. This is impossible.
Yeah.
This movie does sound awful.
Yeah, it's just kind of like thing happens, then thing happens, then thing happens, then thing happens. There's no, like, connection overall.
Like, didn't 4 end on a cliffhanger?
Yeah, it was like, we have to go get the Black Pearl back. And
okay.
Ever since, they've been struggling to do that.
I feel like that's not a real cliffhanger.
Not really.
We have to get it back. 7 years later, we're going to get it. Yeah. There obviously wasn't a huge calling to make this movie.
No, yeah, it's been pushed off so much.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like...
So it was bad, I thought.
So all in all, bad movie.
Yeah. Makes no sense, really.
I am confused. My brain hurts. I don't know how I'm going to function the rest of the day. Because now I have to somehow read into this and see why things happen.
Right, you feel like you have to make sense of it, but just give that up because I tried.
Yeah. So anyway, I guess I'm Brooks.
I might be Joe.
This is Cantina Reviews?
Yeah.
We need to find the trident.
If the trident